Hi besties, hey, how y'all doing today? Today is a very special day. It is my son's birthday. He just turned 10, so make sure you guys drop in the comments a happy birthday, Princeton. Very greatly appreciated, and he will appreciate it as well. So this video, I get a lot of comments, and a lot of people love my confidence, and they love that I am, like, they think that I don't be going through shit. I don't know why people think that. Maybe I just wear it well. I don't fucking know. But one thing I can say is, I think what stuck by me is I don't stress about shit that I have no control over. The last time I stressed about something was literally back in 2016, 2017. That was literally the last time that I stressed about anything. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't go through shit. It's just I don't allow it to consume me to where I lose sight of myself, or I lose sight of the plot, or I just don't take care of myself, or I can't get out of bed or anything like that. I don't get that stress. That I don't even allow that shit to even cross me or anything like that, to be quite frankly honest. Literally, and again, I'm gonna let y'all know my business. Y'all know my channel is a real personal, a real authentic channel. I talk about everything, because the goods, the bads, the highs, the lows. Y'all already know that shit. So when people always ask me why you don't stress or whatever, how do you wear, like, how do you wear many different hats? How do you keep a smile on your face? And really simply, it's because my son, you know what I'm saying? I have to keep going for my son. I don't have time to sit around and mope, sit around and cry, or sit around and be depressed and not get out of bed and not take care of myself or anything like that. I have to be 100% up to par for him. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, I literally stopped stressing back in 2016, 2017. Like, I literally have not stressed. And back in 2016 and 2017, like, that was a really rough time for me. I was going through financial issues. I was going through evictions. I was going through car repossessions. Back at that time, I have going through no money in my bank account, no money in no savings account. I've been through the whole living paycheck to paycheck. I've been through the whole having to borrow money from people and stuff like that, giving it back, but borrow money for people, having to set my pride aside to borrow money from people. I've done that shit. You know what I'm saying? I really have, you know what I'm saying? And luckily, I just have really good people that are in my corner, and I had people then in my corner, I had people now in my corner. So during that time that I was going through that, back in 2016, 17 time, I did all that. I stressed so bad to where I would have headaches and shit every day. I stressed so bad to where I wasn't even eating and stuff. So anyways, yeah, but I've been through the whole everything. I've been through it, you know what I'm saying? But when I tell y'all, like, I've literally been through it all, like, I've been through it all. Like, I have literally been through it all, but I also came out on top every single time. I've hit the wall so many different times. I've struggled. I've done all of that, you know what I'm saying? I've done all of that. But the last day of me struggling was when I got out of an apartment that I was sharing with a roommate. And from that day on to that day forward, I haven't stressed about anything since then, you know what I'm saying? And again, I really live by not stressing over shit that you literally have no fucking control over. Bitch, I stand by that 10 toes down, 10 folds. I don't stress over shit that I have no fucking control of. You know what I'm saying? Life be life, and everybody be going through shit as well. You know what I'm saying? I done been through it. So anything financial related, repo related, eviction related, fucking being broke before, living paycheck to paycheck before, like, bitch, I've lived that life. I've lived it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a great space now. I'm in an amazing space now. Don't get me wrong, there are times where shit still be tough or whatever, but I'm still living in a great space. I'm still happy. My bubble is happy. People around me, shit, bitch, the fuck. But but no, like I'm still good, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a way better space than I was, you know what I'm saying, before then. So the only thing that I do advise is just like make sure that you got good people in your corner. And I'm talking about good friends, family, people that's not gonna talk about you, people that's not gonna judge you and stuff like that. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, years ago, I was the girl that needed help. I was the girl that needed to borrow money for gas. I was the girl that needed to borrow $20 until the next day. So when people talk about that shit on social media, like, and they make jokes about it, like, oh, if you need to borrow $20 until the next day, just wait until tomorrow. I don't laugh at that because, bitch, I was once that girl before as well, who literally needed $20 until the next day. Until the next day, I got paid before. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. I've been through that. You know what I'm saying? I just made it my business to make sure that I don't ever fall back into that position, or I don't ever fall back into that depression or that stress level ever again. And I haven't been there since then. And mind you, all this shit that I'm talking about happened in 2016, 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like being a single mom, stressing, all of that type of shit. It was even a point in time where, again, I think my son is 10 now, but I think my son he was under 5. He was under 5. He was still a baby, maybe about like 2, 3 possibly. And my car had got repoed. And I was going to work. Now, one thing for sure, one thing for certain, one thing about me, bitch, I'm going to always work. It ain't never been a time where I ain't had no fucking job. It has never been a time where I have not had a job, and I don't sit around and I don't live off government assistance, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a lazy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very far from that. Like, I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? So, it was a time where, it was a period of time, and I think this was like about, a month or two, possibly. I think it was about, I know it was over a month, so maybe about 2 months or two, where I think my son was like 2 or 3 or whatever. And so he ended up, I ended up getting my car repoed or whatever. And again, I was working, but bitch, I wasn't making shit at this fucking job, and I still had bills and shit. Like, I was fucking needing to pay rent and shit like that, car note and shit. And then I had a Ford Fusion, and then I had a Chevy Malibu or whatever. But I had the cars where you know, the Kia switch, you know, the switch cars or whatever. You don't pay your car note or whatever, but you cut your car off. Like, I had two cars of those or whatever. So during this time, I think my son was like 2 or 3 or whatever, and like I lived in Plano, and I didn't have no babysitter for him. Like, I hadn't, like, you know what I'm saying, like I had nobody to watch him or whatever while I go to work, and I had to fucking go to work. So his grandparents, which is the dad's side of the family, they would basically keep him for throughout the week, Monday through Friday, and they would keep him and you know, watch him, take care of him and stuff like that, while I would get back and forth to work, figure my way on, get back and forth to work and stuff like that. And then on the weekends, he will come back home on Friday, and then he will leave on Sunday. So it was a time in my life, and I think this lasted about 1 to 2 months until I got a car. And I made a promise to him that I would come back for him once I got a car. And it was hard because I was like, I was having to figure out how I was going to get back and forth to work, but I also didn't have the capacity to worry about or to think about, like, damn, how am I going to get to work? How am I going to get him? Who's going to watch him? Like, stuff like that. So I just remember where I asked them, and they were very open to doing it and very accepting to doing it. And they took care of him for at least like 2 months throughout the week. And then while I went to work and stuff like that throughout the week, and then when Friday came, when I got off work, they'll bring me my baby home, and I would spend my weekends with my baby and stuff like that, because I really only had Friday, Saturday, and half a Sunday to spend with him. And then they'll pick him up on Sunday, and then it'll start back over. That shit killed me. That shit killed me so bad, because it made me feel some type of way because like here I am like damn, like now I'm a part-time mom or whatever. Like that shit broke me down for real, for real. And yeah. So yeah, like that shit literally fucking hurt my feelings every day and it killed me every single day. And I had to literally get up, go to work and smile because I was in customer service over the call center. But I had to get up and go there. I had to get up and do that shit for like fucking 2 months or whatever. And I didn't tell nobody about that, but unless my, you know, at least like my close people or whatever. But like that was a really tough time. And I tell you, like I was going through it back then when he was a baby. Like I really was going back through it. And I told them, and I was like, as soon as I get a car, I'm coming back for him or whatever. And they were like, we know, we understand. Let us know if we can help or anything. And they did, which my Mimi, which is Princeton's Mimi, which is Princeton, my baby daddy's mom. Her dad knew a car lot out there. It was about an hour away from me, and who would accept a $500 down payment. I was able to get it in my name. My credit was bullshit or whatever, but I was able to get it in my name, no cosigner needed, and I was able to put $500 down. And when I swindled up to be able to get the money for that, and that last day, I was so happy. And this was about 2 months in that I was having to do this or whatever. So 2 months in, I told them I'm ready. So I had an appointment scheduled for the car dealership. I had my 500. I had took out 600. I had $600. I had my ID. I had some insurance, liability insurance, and I went out there. And my mom drove me out there, and I went and I got a car. And it was a 2016 Chevy Malibu, and it was the push starter, and bitch, it was brand new. It was brand new push starter. And it was real cute. It was really cute. It was big. It was perfect for me and my son. And my car payments were like $4 some or $5. No, I think it was like $4 some or $5 something or whatever. And with a $500 down deposit. And I went and I was so thankful. I was so blessed. I was so grateful. I was so appreciative. One thing about me is, no, a couple of things about me. I'm not lazy. I'm gonna get my ass up and I'm gonna go to fucking work. I'm going to fucking work. I'm always gonna get to a bag. And I'm always going to work hard to get out of a situation. And I work damn hard to get out of that fucking situation. Whatever. And again, y'all know I was a single mom and stuff like that. Y'all know at that time period I've already did a little video on why I was a single mom or whatever. Go back and watch that. But y'all know at this time period, like, you know, like this was the time. But you know what? Even though I was a single mom, even though my baby daddy wasn't doing shit, bitch, when I tell y'all his family picked up for that to where I didn't even notice that my baby daddy wasn't doing shit because his family picked up. Now, it'd be shitty if I had a shitty baby daddy and then the fucking family wasn't doing shit, but no, that's never been the case. My baby daddy's family has always been there. Literally, they have always been there. And then on top of that, they're not just there for my son, bitch, they there for me. And they're like that today. Like, I respect them so much. Like, when I tell y'all, every chance I get, I will text them and I'll be like, thank you. And because, like, they don't, like, bitch, yeah, I done been through some shit and they have been there or whatever. They done been there. So, but anyways, like I was saying, yeah, so I got my car. I signed the paperwork, bitch. I got in that car, cranked that car. Gas tank was on full. I was a whole fucking hour away where I went to go pick up that car. And I came by and I went to go pick up my son. I literally got the car, got on the road, went to where my son was at his grandparents' house, and I went to go pick up my baby. And I stood 10 toes down on that. I told them and I told him, I promised them that I will come back and get him. I will come back and get him and he will be with me forever. And I got my car and I went to go get my baby. You know what I'm saying? And that was the most happiest day of my entire life. Knowing that I was able to get my baby back knowing that I was able to keep my promise. And he was so happy to see me, you guys. He was so happy to see me. Grabbed all his stuff and all of that. Now, granted, when my baby was out there, I still sent them money and stuff like that, you know, to help out and take care of him and stuff like that. So I did do that. But yeah, y'all, like, I went to go get my baby, and I did. And I did it with a smile. And then at this time, we were living at my mom's house. We was living at my mom's house in a 1-bedroom apartment. She, you know what I'm saying, because she was just by herself. But I moved back in with my mom during this time, and we were living in a 1-bedroom apartment. We were sleeping in the living room, on the floor, or on the couch in her living room. Sometimes in her room or whatever, we'll swap. But majority of the time, I didn't care. We just had a roof over our head. We had food in our mouths. We had water to take a bath. We had clothes. I had a car. I had my baby. I was happy. I was good. You know what I'm saying? And now I was literally going to work every day and I remember waiting on not child support, but I was really waiting on CCMS, which would be child care assistance, so I could put my baby in daycare full time. And literally, y'all, like, yeah, like, I lived that life, y'all. I've lived a life where I slept. I done went back to my mom's plenty of times. I done went back to my mom several different times throughout my life because I couldn't afford it. I went back in a 1-bedroom, sleeping in the living room, sleeping in the couch. I've done that before. No shame in my game. I've done that. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I've always worked. I've always held it down with a job, and I've always set a goal. Like, it wasn't just, oh, let me go back to mom's house. There's no goal or nothing. Let me just blow money and stuff. No. Let me go back to mom's house. Mom, I'm going to be here for 3 months. Mom, I'm going to be here for 6 months. Mom, I'm going to be here for a year. Whatever the fucking case may be. And granted, you know, she accepted us. Was it ideal? No. Was it perfect? No. But we had a roof over our head. We had water to clean our asses. I had a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had all that, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. And then that last time that I went back to my mom's, and this was like over 3 years ago. Like, over 3 years ago, the last time that I went back to my mom's, I stayed for like 6 months, and then I got out. And me and Princeton has been on our own since then. I'm in my own shit now. Now, I've had it to where I've been in 1-bedrooms, and me and my son had to share a room. But now, right now, today, September 1st, I'm in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. My son has his own room. I have my own room. I have my own bathroom. He has his own bathroom. I'm great. We're great. Life is good. I'm happy. My son is happy. And I think that was the most important thing, was to be able to give him his own room so he can decorate it, he can play, I can have my own space, he can have his own space. Like, that was like my ideal goal, was to do that. So when I hear people say, you don't look like you've been through anything, you look like you're always happy or anything like that, yeah, I'm always happy. I'm happy now. But years ago, I wasn't. Years ago, I was depressed. Years ago, like, I was sad. Years ago, I was very emotional. Years ago, bitch, I lost it all. Bitch, I remember losing it all. Losing it all. And I'm talking about an apartment and fucking car. Losing it all. And coming back on top. When I lose it, I gain it back. I lost it, I gain it back. When I lose it, I get a plan. How to get it back, how to run it up again, how to get this, how to get that. You know what I'm saying? I done had friends had to take me to fucking work. I done had an Uber before. I done had to Uber to where Uber from home to daycare to work. I done had to have my brother's best friend pick me up every day pick me up from work every day, pick my son up from daycare every day, and drop us back off at home. I done lived through it. I've lived through that. So when a bitch tell me that you ain't never been through nothing, bitch, I done been through it all. I can write a book off my lifestyle, off my story alone. But My past made me who I am today. I'm gonna always get out there. I'm gonna get it. I am going to get it. My mom was a single mom, but my mom was a hustler as well. My mom was working and going to school and raising 3 kids by herself. My dad wasn't there. But like, ask somebody about that. Like, my mom, we grew up on welfare, government assistance. We don't have people literally adopt us on Christmas time and buy us gifts and stuff like that. I've been through that. We done lived in the projects in Plano. I know a lot of people always say Plano don't got no projects. It's fucking Plano does it had a projects. Not no more, but it had it. But the hood, whatever, we had a hood in Plano. That's where we grew up at. That was home, and it's still home today. Like, I feel like my mom, she worked her ass off. My mom was the type of person where she would stay on a fucking job for years. Like, they literally either have to close down, go out of business, or fire her before she leaves. And she's always had really good jobs. She's a hustler. One thing for certain and 2 things for sure. If my mama has not instilled nothing into us, she has instilled in us to work hard to get everything that you need and you want. And that's exactly why I am the way I am. One thing for certain, 2 things for sure. One thing's for certain and 2 things for sure. I'm gonna always keep a job. I'm gonna keep a job. I am. And we lived on government assistance. We lived on food stamps. We lived on being adopted from different families during Christmas times. We lived on having to eat at other people's houses and stuff like that because we didn't have food and stuff like that. We lived that. But my mama made it very clear that she's going to get us out of this because we're not going to ride the system. We need it temporarily for right now. Yeah, we do. But we're not going to ride the system. And that's exactly what she did. She used that system until we was able to get out of that. And that's exactly what we did. We used that system and we got out of that. And we got off of that government assistance. We got off of the food stamps. We got off of the Section 8 shit. We got off of that because my mom did everything she needed to do to get us out of the hood. Now, when I say out of the hood, we moved down the street, but we wasn't in the hood no more. We was in a house. We were in a house now. And we weren't in the hood in the house. Down the street from the hood. But we was in our own shit now. And my mom worked her ass off to make sure that we was able to live a lifestyle. And she worked her ass off to make sure that we never went without. She worked her ass off to make sure that we had everything we needed, everything we wanted, was able to participate in sports and stuff, was able to have this and have that. My mom made that happen. You know what I'm saying? So she's a hustler. Her daughter is a hustler. My brothers are hustlers. We have no backgrounds. We don't sell nothing or anything like that, illegal, nothing like that. We hustled. And there is no shade to nobody that is out there hustling illegally to feed their family. Matter of fact, I applaud you as long as you're doing the right thing with it. But yeah, so I've been through it all. I've been through that before. I've been through that. I've lived that life. I've struggled. I've lost it all. I've gained it back and then lost it all again and then gained it back and then lost it all again. I've taken the shortcuts, the short routes. I've taken all of that. When you take shortcuts, bad things happen. I've been through that, taking shortcuts in life. Don't want to do it the long way. I've done all of that. I've been through it all. So when I tell y'all that the very first person that I think felt comfortable and felt like home was my ex. He felt comfortable. He felt like home. He felt like that was a provider. He was a protector. That's why I am the way I am over him. And that's why it's so hard for me to let go, because that's the vibe that I got for him. all bullshit to the side with the other bullshit that, you know, what he put me through and all that extra shit, you know, yeah. But when it came down to his character, or when it came down to a father, he's a really good father. He's a really, really good father. But he felt like home. He felt safe. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like that's just all I was missing. I'm like, damn nigga, I want somebody that feels like home and shit, and I thought I found that. So when I talk about things that I've been through, that shit is real. It has never been all peaches and cream. Even to this day, I still fall short. You know what I'm saying? But I pick myself up. I learned my lessons, of course. I've learned my lessons. I've always came back on top. But I'm in a whole different space now. Like I'm not the same Whitney that I was years ago. Back in 2017, 2018, 2000. Like I'm not the same Whitney no more. I'm a whole different Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, bitch, I got a kid now. So I'm damn sure not the same Whitney. Bet not be the same Whitney. But like I said, like I'm just grateful and blessed for where I'm at now. And when I say stop stressing over shit you literally have no control over, if it's out of your hand, quit fucking stressing about it. If it's out of your hand, quit fucking stressing about it. It's gonna work itself out. And it always do, but you gotta have faith that it's gonna work itself out. You have to pray on it. You have to talk about it. And you have to believe that everything is gonna work out, because I believe in it. When I tell you, bitch, I believe in it because that shit is so fucking real. I have testimonies. And I'm so blessed. Like I'm blessed. Like just a few months ago, one door closed at my job. One door closed on us. And guess what? I wasn't worried, I wasn't stressed, but guess what? 2 weeks later, a whole nother new door opened for me. And it was a yes door. 2 weeks after one door closed at my job, guess what? Another door opened 2 weeks later. I'm in a whole new position, whole new department, whole new workload, whole different experience. Definitely can't wait to add this on the motherfucking resume. I'm in mortgage now. I work in mortgage. Bitch, mortgage. Bitch, that's where the money is at. That is where the money is at. That is where the money is at. You work hard, baby, you can get to the bag. And again, this is a brand new door for me. So when I tell you God is good, God is definitely good. Because just a few weeks ago, I was on a paid vacation. I was on a paid vacation for over a month. And guess what? I done started a whole new position, a whole new department in mortgage at my same job. And when I tell you I be so grateful for everything, like I be so grateful for everything. I never take nothing for granted. And I try not to complain. I did a lot of complaining, which are reason why I feel like the doors closed. That door closed on a lot of us in that department, because I felt like we was always complaining up there. But now, I know the tongue is very powerful. Yeah, so I'm grateful. I love my new position. It's hard because again, I don't have any experience in it, but I love it. And I know that I'm going to succeed in it. I know that I'm going to be great at it. I am starting to understand a lot of things. Now, what I can say is owning a house, baby, buying a house, baby, that's some grown folk shit. Bitch, I'm not that grown yet. All the shit that I see behind the scenes in mortgage after buying a home, baby, please, renting don't sound too bad at all. But when I tell y'all, if y'all don't take nothing away from this video, is stop stressing about things that you literally have no control over. Pray more, talk about it, be thankful for the things that you don't have, be thankful for the things, and speak positive and speak fluently over things that you don't have but you know that you will have. Speak positive as if God already gave it to you. Bye.